Okay, I'm audible, right?
Yes, sir. Very
Okay, so today we are going to discuss new tool. Already almost so Maven is done and just to practice it. And there is one command Maven deploy is pending. And while discussing Docker, and so we will explain so how it will work. So right now we don't have any private repository Nexus and all. We need to configure Nexus and all. We'll see later that point. Okay. And so today we are going to learn so new tool already right, so there is a many tools, so now we have some idea, right? So what is repository, and so what is build tool, and with the help of GitHub and all already we have some idea, correct? And also build tool, so Maven, so mostly we are using Maven. So with the help of this we can generate artifact files. So that is a jar file or war file or ER file. Mostly we are using so generating the artifact files. So it is compiling the source code, and it is validating if any test cases it is running, and so it is if we have any right dependencies and all, it is updating, and finally what is the target, it is generating so war file. And also last class we seen, right, web archive file. Okay, web archive. So once war file is done, this is nothing but package file. The entire project we are going to create only one file. And so how to test? So last class just we see, right? Configure Tomcat server, and how to deploy it. Already we deployed, right? So we deployed so war file also, whether it is working or not. So that's it. Now today we are going to see there is one of the topmost, and so interview also, most of the people 99% they are asking interview also, do you know Jenkins? And so real time also most of the cases we are using so Jenkins. So Jenkins is the one of the topmost CI/CD tool. There is many tools available, guys. So Jenkins, this is the one of the CI/CD tool, continuous integration and continuous deployment. So as of now, as of now, I created manually. Every time I am running these commands, right? So men space compile, and men space validate. I am using manually. I am typing, right? I don't want type anything manually. I don't want also run anything manually. I don't want type manually, and so I want to execute so automation, that is continuous integration and continuous deployment. This is very very important in real time also. We are using install, we are using package, we are executing many commands, right? So now there is a one tool available, Jenkins. Jenkins is the one of the topmost open source automation tool. That is nothing but a continuous integration and a continuous deployment tool. Okay. So interview also most of the people are asking question only Jenkins. Okay. Most of the people they are asking questions in Jenkins. Just next one day, or 10 days or 15 days, we are going to learn only Jenkins. Now we get idea. Okay. So now this is the one of the new tool. This is the one of the new tool. This is the one of the new tool. Jenkins. Jenkins is the one of the topmost CI/CD tool. So exactly where it is fit for. Now we'll see if we come to real time. Just I will give overview, and later we can understand so clearly. So this is the repository, right? I hope everyone idea. This is our source code. So this is our source code. Our entire source code available here. This is our source code. My entire this is a project, and so in the project a particular branch we are working on it. Branch of just assume a master branch and all. And this is my local, right? I hope everyone know. Also developers are everyone they are working their local machine. This is our local workspace, and this is our central workspace. So this is the local workspace. This is the local workspace, and this is our central workspace or central repository. So here anyone any doubt? Central repository. Okay. So now I also use it here, right? So here also I am using some I clone the project with the help of now source code available local also. Remaining story leave it. So here I am also using clone hyphen. So here I am with the help of git clone. So I clone the entire project. Entire project. So if I modified anything, I am pushing to central repository. Clear guys? Anyone any doubt here? So now just assume, so here I have a just assume here development environment, and so I have a testing environment, and I have a production environment also. Just assume. Finally, we want to deploy the product. Just assume this is the dev environment, this is the development dev environment, or dev server, or this is the testing test server. This is the test server, and this is the finally production. Production means zero error code. Finally, we are going to deploy. This is our target. This is our target. So once the development is done, we have to deploy test environment. Why you need to deploy testing environment? Once the development is done, we have to deploy which environment? Testing environment. Why you need to deploy, guys? Directly I can deploy production, right? Why we are not going to deploy directly production? Anyone?
We have to test the
We have to test the code, right? So this is the without testing in real time, we can't move single piece of code production. Now got it? So these are the developers. They develop some code. Once the development is done, once the development is done, we have to test, right? Whatever it may be. They modified something, they updated existing scenario, or they added new fields, they enhanced, whatever they modified something. Whether that is properly working or not, we have to check. Without validating, without testing in real time, we are not going to move production environment. That is the blind. Just note it. Note this point. So without testing, we can't move single piece of code to production. Production is nothing but live. If live, there is a some problem. If live, there is a some problem. Business loss, right? Yes or no? For example, they modified code. Unfortunately, in production, that option is not working. They added that option. Okay, no problem. Okay, and simply they move to production environment. If I move production environment, so that feature is not working in production. So see here, production is nothing but multiple customers working parallel, right? They are accessing our application. They are accessing our product. If it is not working, so business loss. So that is the reason. If you want to move any code, whatever developer develop the code, if you want to move production, there is many environments in between. Okay, for your understanding, simply I given only testing environment. But if you come to real time, there is many environments involved here. First, we are move that environment. If everything working fine, if there is no issues, so finally we are move this same piece of code to production environment. That is the final point. Clear, Nito? Clear, Sudhir?
yes, sir.
Okay. Now this story already you know. This is the source code. Your entire code available central repository, and mostly we are working your local repository. Okay. Now, if you want to generate artifact file, if you want to generate artifact file, what we are doing? We are doing manually, right? Yes or no? Manually, we are running these commands: mun space package and mun space validate or mun space compile. So we are executing manually. But if we come to real time, almost 90% we are going to automate. 90% we are going to automate. We don't want to run each and everything manually. What industry is expecting? What this the right industry people they are expecting? So everything we have to do automation. Only few things we have to do manually. Apart from this, all steps we are configure automation part. Okay. Now this story already this is the source code. and so developers are whatever DevOps engineer, everyone working locally. So once so they modified, they push code to central repository with the help of git push command and all. They push code to central repository. Okay, once they push to central repository, so now just assume this is the development branch, and so this is the development branch, and automatically I want to deploy testing environment also. I don't want to move manually. Manual means yesterday what I did, right? So yesterday I installed I installed Tomcat server, and manually I go to that option, deployment option, and I selected war file, and I deployed manually, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is a manual process. We can also do manual process. That is very simple project. We don't have many users. So we can manually select that war file, and we can deploy into Tomcat server, dev server, or any stage server or production, wherever you want. But if we come to real time, many people working parallelly, many people pushed every day multiple times, and many times war file is generating. So many times build is running. Once build is done, we are running a Maven package, right? Once build is done, what it will do? It is generating the artifact file. It is generating the war file. But I configure, I deployed manually. I log into Tomcat server. I logged into Tomcat server. I go to that particular path. I selected war file. I deployed. I tested whether that application is accessible or not. So as of now, some idea how to deploy manually Tomcat server. But if you come to real time, there is multiple projects, multiple jobs running parallelly, but we cannot do manually these steps in real time. This is very big headache. We cannot handle all projects manually. We don't know, right, when this developer will push the code to repository, when the build will trigger, we don't know. Now see here. So how it is happening means, now this is the story. Now here I am going to here. I am going to here. So there is one new tool. So Jenkins. There is one new tool, Jenkins. This is the CI/CD tool, continuous integration and continuous deployment tool. CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous deployment tool. CI/CD tool. CI/CD tool. Okay. So here, this is the mostly we are using Jenkins, and so with the help of Jenkins, so here we are generating, there is one more tool also involved. I am going to configure Maven. The build tool is I am going to configure here Maven, and Jenkins is a just one tool, guys. Jenkins is a just one tool, and it won't do anything. With the help of Maven, it is generating artifact files. Just blindly remember. Anyway, every day I am highlighting. So this is just like one tool. Jenkins is a just like tool. Here we are using build tool. What is the build tool, guys? Maven or Ant or Gradle or MS Build, whatever you want, we can use it. So this is the build tool. And right, Maven. With the help of Maven, so we are going to configure. So with the help of Maven, Jenkins will generate the artifact file. Now I am not going to generate any manually. So artifact file. I am not going to generate any manually. With the help of Jenkins, I am going to generate the artifact files, that is war file or jar file or ER file, whatever it may be. Now, once that is done, and automatically I want to deploy the dev environment or test environment. So that case also this is very useful. Automation deployment. Automatically I want to deploy the any one environment. So for example, once build is done, automatically I want to deploy the test environment or dev environment or whatever you want. So that part also we can do very simple way. So that case we go for Jenkins. Now just remember, Jenkins is the one of the topmost open source automation CI/CD tool. Continuous CI, not CD, continuous integration and continuous deployment tool. So continuous integration and continuous deployment tool. I hope got it, guys. Anyone any doubt here? Now I am going to configure, and first we'll see what is Jenkins, and so what is the advantages, and with the help of Jenkins what we will do. and how to install and how to set up, how to configure. Next, so 10 days we'll see slowly. We can easily understand. Now, as of now, anyone any doubt, guys? This is the process. Real time we are following same process. Clear? Anyone any doubt here?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
So let's move here. First, we'll see orally some of advantages and all disadvantages, and now we can easily understand how it will work and all. Now, generally in interview also, most of the people they are asking us, so what is Jenkins? So if 2 3 years experience means mostly they are asking some basic questions. If more than 4 years, 5 years, or 6 years, so that case they are asking real time scenarios, some high level questions and all. But 2 years, 3 years experience, if you try 2 3 years experience, mostly they are asking some basic questions. So what is Jenkins, and why you go for Jenkins, and what is the advantage of Jenkins? There is many tools available in market, right? So if you come to here, even if you go here, even if you go Google CI/CD tools. CI, if you type CI/CD tools list, okay, tools list. If you see here, there is many tools available in market. See here, these are the tools. CI/CD, topmost CI/CD tool list. See here, Jenkins, Travis CI, and GitLab also we can use it. TeamCity also we can use it. Buddy, Circle CI, Go Continuous Delivery. Next, CodeShip INC, Azure DevOps Server. There is many tools available in market. See here, Spinnaker. See, these are the many tools. But so compared to all tools, most of the cases we are using Jenkins in real time. There is some advantages. See here, Jenkins is the one of the topmost continuous CI/CD tool. We can use anyone, guys. That is depends on project, depends on client. So we can use GitLab, or we can use TeamCity, we can use Circle CI. But what is our goal? All tools main purpose is CI/CD tool only. Okay. So automation. So how to integrate, continuous integration, and how to deploy continuously. The purpose is same only. There is only few options it will change. If you know one tool very well, we can easily understand other tools also. We can easily understand other tools also. Clear, guys? Now, so if you go here, if anyone asking, so what is Jenkins and all? So just remember one or two lines, whatever you know. So if you try 1 or 2 years experience, so most of cases they are asking some basic questions only, and so that case they are asking, so what is Jenkins? If anyone is asking what is Jenkins means, just remember one or two lines. See here, Jenkins is an open source automation CI/CD tool. So this is the one of the open source. So now right. So all DevOps tools are almost open source only. So directly we can download from Google, and we can install, and directly we can work with so particular tool. So extra thing no need to do anything. So extra things no need to do anything. Directly we can work with all these tools. Okay. So this is also open source tool. This is also anyone waiting? No, right? This is also open source tool. And so if you go here, and what is this the main purpose? So just remember, Jenkins is used to build and test your software projects continuously. So already just now I explained, right? So once development is done, automatically I want to deploy for testing phase. I want to deploy the once build is done with the Jenkins, with the help of Jenkins. So automatically see here, build and test your software projects continuously. So no need to do manually. No need to do manually. Everything we can configure in Jenkins server. So if any developer, if any tester, of any DevOps, anyone push any new changes to repository with the help of Jenkins is just a tool, guys. It won't do anything itself. With the help of, we are going to integrate multiple tools here, like Maven, any testing tools, whatever you want. So those tools and all we are going to integrate here. With the help of these tools, Jenkins will build the project. It is generating artifact file, and automatically it will deploy into any one server. Automatically it will deploy into any one server. So here no need to do anything. So here no need to do anything. Clear? So that is the point here. Now understand, right? So anyone any doubts? See here, Jenkins is used to build and test your software projects continuously. So because of this, what is the advantages? It is easier for developers to integrate changes to project repository. See here, developer no need to do anything. So it is automatically integrate changes to new repository, and also it is generating it is artifact files. It is automatically deploy it, and also it is allowed to continuous delivery. So continuous delivery to your build by integrating with testing and deploy into any one server. So now see here, developer push changes to repository. So already code available here, and I push new changes or new file or whatever it may be. So if you push any new changes, so generally we are running manually, right? We are updating your local code, and we are running some maven commands and all. And with the help of these commands, it is generating artifact file. As of now, we know that is a manual process. Now what we are going to do? We are going to do some automation. We are going to integrate CI/CD part, continuous integration, continuous deployment. So if any new changes come to my repository, automatically I want to generate the artifact file. That is nothing but var file. Automatically I want to build the project. And so once build is succeeded, and automatically I want to deploy this var file into any one server. That is continuous deployment. I hope you got it right. What is CI and what is CD? Clear, guys? What, Kishore?
Sir,
Clear?
once again explain.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So this is your source code. So మాకు repository source code ఎక్కడ ఉంటుంది మనకి? So these are the developer or testers or DevOps engineers. You are working parallel in our local mission. Correct? So if you push any new changes to repository, so what is the first part? Continuous integration, right? Integration is nothing but right? Already we have some code, some piece of code these developers or someone push to repository. With the help of new code, I want to generate one new package file. We want to generate one new artifact file. అర్థమవుతుందా? నాకు ఆల్రెడీ కోడ్ ఉంది.
Okay.
So again they push a new piece of code. With the help of these features, already we have war file, right? We can trigger multiple war files. So just assume, so morning, so 10 o'clock, one developer push new changes to repository, and with the help of these new changes, the build was triggered and it is generated war file. Now 3 o'clock, one more developer, they modified, they updated code, they added one more feature. So now that feature is not available in current war file, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Obviously that feature is not available, right? Now 3 o'clock, there is a few more changes they modified, and they push it to repository. And with the help of these new changes, we need one more war file, right? This is a old. Morning we trigger the build. In this war file, we don't have that feature. Correct? మళ్ళీ నాకేం కావాలి? New war file కావాలి. So continuous integration means if every new changes, automatically it is triggering and it is generating the war file. Build will trigger, that's it. These commands will execute, and every time it is generating war file. Clear, guys? అర్థమైందా సుధీర్?
Yes.
Okay, so like this, see here, continuous integration CI and continuous deployment for every changes. Okay, 3 o'clock again build will done, and it is generating new artifact file. So we want to deploy this war file into Tomcat server or dev server or production server, whatever it may be. So this process automatically taking by Jenkins. You don't worry. As of now, manually I am running these commands. Once this is generated, manually I log into Tomcat server. I selected file. I deployed, right? Yes or no? This process. Now services.msc. Yesterday already we seen, right? So this is the Tomcat server. Apache Tomcat server. It is not running. Just start the server and so go to browser. How to access Tomcat server? IP address or localhost. So what is the port number I changed yesterday? 8090. Now see here, this is the Tomcat server, and so manually click on this, and already we have username password. Once this is done, just undeploy. So how to deploy here? Manually we are coming to here, and we are choosing that war file, and we are deploying it, right? Correct? So these are the manual processor. But if you come to real time, there is many projects running parallelly, many developers working parallelly. So many people are working parallelly. We cannot do these steps manually in real time. Whatever you know as of now, those steps we are going to configure automation. That is the final point. Anyone any doubt here? So that steps and all I am going to automate here. Now there is a one new tool, Jenkins. So what is Jenkins? We will see. And with the help of Jenkins, how we are going to automate, how we are going to deploy. Clear? Kishore, clear? Okay. Now we'll see one first theoretically how it will work. Now we have see here. So these are the main. So with the help of Jenkins is an open source CI/CD tool. Jenkins is used to build and test your software projects continuously. And with the help of what it is advantages, it is easier for developers to integrate changes to, to your project repository. No need to do manually anything. So automatically it will take. We can integrate changes to repository and it will trigger the project. And also it will allow you to continuously deliver your builds and in testing, integrating and deploy into any one server. Just remember whatever. Even if you Google it, will get many definitions. Just so remember one or two lines. So interview also many people they are asking what is Jenkins now. So what is the main advantages? What is the main benefits? See here, it is an open source. So directly we can get from Google. So no need to pay anything, no need to buy anything, and it is user friendly and we can easy to install and does not require any additional installation any configuration and all. This is very simple, and we can download from internet, and directly this is also user friendly. We can easily understand each and every option, everything via we are handling via GUI only. So we can easily handle, and so no need to install, no need to configure any other softwares also. And this is it is a free of cost, right? This is a free of cost, no need to pay anything. And this is a platform independent. Jenkins available all platforms, different operating system. This is one of the main advantages. Now if you go here, so for example here I am using Windows operating system, correct? My laptop Windows. Suppose if someone is using a Linux operating system, so this is the someone is using Linux. So right now my operating system is Windows, right? Windows operating system. My operating system is Windows. Now this is see here, Jenkins will support all type of flavors. So it will support see here platform independent. So platform independent. So platform independent. See here, it will if you want to we can set up Linux machine. If you want to we can set up Windows machine, and if we want to we can set up Mac also, whatever. This is the Mac. So it will support all Mac OS also. This is the platform independent. Now see here, observe. This is the platform independent. Jenkins is available for all platforms, different operating systems. So wherever you want, we can install it. Wherever you want, we can install it. So there is no restrictions. So if it is Linux, it will work. If it is Windows, we can install. If it is Mac, we can install anywhere. And the one of the main advantage of Jenkins is Jenkins will provide 1,000+ plugins. With the help of this plugin, we can make it your work is very easier. Right? So what is the main advantage of Jenkins? It is providing many plugins. So no need to do anything. With the help of these plugins, we can easily integrate. Now if we come to here, so I want to integrate Maven. I want to integrate Git. See here we need to integrate a Git plugin, and we need to integrate Maven plugin. If we have Ant, we can integrate, or we can Gradle. I want to integrate. So no need to do anything externally. Manually, we no need to do anything. Jenkins will provide many plugins. With the help of these plugins, we can easily integrate other tools. We can easily integrate other tools, and we can happily work with. So we can happily work with these tools. So this is the one of the main advantage of Jenkins. Now I hope that you got it right. See here. So it provide more than 1,000+ plugins, and with the help of this plugin, the work may be very easy. So it will provide lot of plugins. Suppose if you want to integrate Maven, no need to do manually. So there is one plugin available in Jenkins server. With the help of this plugin, we can easily integrate Maven software. So for example, I want to configure Salesforce. I want to configure Salesforce. So no need to worry. So there is a one plugin in Jenkins. First we need to install that plugin, and with the help of that plugin, it will provide some options. Just we are providing that options only. That's it. Very simple. Suppose if you want to integrate MS Build or anything, so that is the greatness of Jenkins. So Jenkins will provide a lot of plugins, nearly 1,000+ plugins. So with the help of these plugins, we can easily integrate, we can easily configure other tools. Clear guys? Anyone any doubt here? This point. I hope you got it right. Clear Sudhir? We can make it, your work
Yes,
is
sir.
very easy. And see
Yes,
here,
yes, sir.
it support master and slave configuration. This is also one of the main feature in Jenkins, master and slave configuration. So master and slave configuration means we will see that time. And there is a main server, and so we can right. So master is the main, and slave is nothing but assistant. So generally, all jobs are running in Jenkins server only. Some cases, if you don't want give any burden to my Jenkins server, and that case we are going to configure slave, and with the help of slave also we can do it. We can configure. So that is the master and slave configuration. So anyway, this is the one of the main feature in Jenkins server. In interview also, mostly 99% people are asking. So can you explain? So what is the master and slave concept in Jenkins server? Clear? Now deploy directly to test stage prod, whichever you want, we can deploy it. Now see here, deploy directly to test environment, stage environment, production environment, whichever environment we want. Directly we can deploy it. See here. So as of now, I deployed manually. Yesterday I deployed manually Jenkins, that is Tomcat server. Now once artifact file is generated, once build is succeeded, so we want to deploy automatically any one environment. That is a very simple way we can do with the help of Jenkins. Very simple way we can deploy in any one server. Okay. So this is the one more point. Now see here, and also it is also used deployment release artifact file with custom scripts. Suppose so some cases, if we have any, suppose if we have any own script, with the help of your custom script also we can implement. So I don't want this process, I want to do different process. So that case also we can write your own script also with the help of Groovy. With the help of Groovy, with the help of Groovy, we can write your custom script also. Custom script means your own script, how we want to deploy. So that case, so in this case also we can implement your own script also. So these are the main benefits of Jenkins. So these are the main benefits of Jenkins. I hope clear, guys. Anyone any doubt here as of now? Clear, Dharani? Neetu?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the main. So
Yes,
interval
sir.
also, yeah. So interval also, most of the people they are asking. So what is Jenkins? And so if you try 1 or 2 years, so mostly they are asking what is Jenkins and what is the advantage of Jenkins. So here main advantage Jenkins means just remember at least 2 3 points. So one is main master and slave configuration, and also Jenkins will provide so lot of plugins, and with the help of those plugins we can easily integrate other tools and we can automate very easily. Okay, and also Jenkins is platform independent. We can set up, we can install, we can configure any operating system. If you want to, we can configure Windows or Linux or right, so Mac OS, any platform. And also we can deploy automate, so deploy directly to any environment, stage environment, test environment, production environment. So like this, automatically we can do some automation also. We can do some automation also. Now, so now we can do, see here, these are the features we can easily to install. Remaining part, this is very simple only, and we can easy to configure. So see, installation part is very simple. We can install any operating system, Windows, Mac, Linux and all. And so you easy configuration, we can easily configure. And also we can easily install plugins. Already I told, right, it has a hundreds of plugins in the upgrade center and integrate with every tool in CI/CD part. So these are the multiple plugins, and so there is some extensions also available. We can use it. And also we can easily distribute work across multiple machines also. So that is nothing but a master and slave. So if you want to distribute your work multiple machines, helping faster build and testing purpose, this is the, we can configure distributed. This is the master and slave concept. This is the master and slave concept. So these are the some of the features. Now this is the entire Jenkins architecture, guys, how it will work. Now see here, these are the developers. Developer one developer Java related, one developer HTML related, one developer PHP developer. So there is three developers working parallelly. Now here we have source code. Same story. As of now, whatever I explained, same thing we can understand here. See here, this is our source code. This is our repository. Correct? So entire this is our central repository, and these people working parallelly. These people work in different code files. So this one developer, Java developer, HTML developer, PHP developer, or tester, like this multiple developers working parallelly, multiple resources working parallelly. So all are working so source code, right? GitHub. So once that is done, now we are integrating Jenkins. This is the CI/CD part, continuous integration. So with the help of Maven, it is generating a jar file or war file or ER file. Once build is succeeded, once build is done, once a jar file is war file is generated, so we want to deploy this war file into Tomcat server. What people will do? These people will test the server, test the functionality. Testers will work on this server, whether we can use the automation part of Selenium or manual testing or any automation part also. So this is the manual tester or automation part, anything. So now developers are testing the functionality. If everything working fine and there is a release, we are going to deploy same packages, same changes into production environment. Now see here, this is our live code. This is our live. So yeah, customers end users using this code only. So here anyone any doubt? Already explained many times. Same process, same flow. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
See, so in real time also same thing happening, but in between we are going to add multiple tools. Depends on project, but this entire process is same only. If you join any project, if you join any organization, if they are using any Jenkins, and if you are using any tools, so this is the entire process how it will work. Once the development is done, we are moved to repository. So now source code available central repository. And with the what Jenkins will do, Jenkins keep on monitoring our repository. Jenkins keep on checking repository. If any new changes come here. So if any new changes come to here, so Jenkins what it will do with the help of this Maven, it is trigger the build. It is trigger the build. Once build is succeeded, it is generating war file or jar file, right? So automatically copy this war file. It is going to deploy into Tomcat server or development server or test server or test server, anything. So now what it will do? So testers will test the functionality. Once that is done, and finally same artifact file we are going to deploy the production environment. That's it. Anyone any doubt here?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Now see here, and what is continuous integration? Continuous integration is nothing but don't think beyond. This is very simple only. Already we have source code here. See here, continuous integration. Already we have some source code, right? And so everyone they are once local, once they implemented, what they will do, they will push these new changes to central repository. That's it. Correct. Already we have source code. Now I pushed some piece of code to central repository. Now integration means I want to mix this entire code, I want to generate artifact file. That's it. So that is nothing but a continuous integration. See here, continuous integration. See, so continuous integration is the development practice in which the developers are required to commit changes to the source code. So developers what they will do? These developers they push their changes to multiple times to central repository and several times in a day or more frequently. And what will do? Every commit made in the repository, then it will start the build and it is generating the new artifact file. That's it. Now clear? Now if you see here, so I am the one developer. So he is the one developer, and so he modified some changes. He is the developer, and he updated, he added one new file. Just assume. Already we have source code here. Already piece of source code available here. Just assume. So 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, he created one new file. For example, he created one Java file. He pushed this file to here. Now already we have source code. Okay, you pushed file to here. Now that is new changes come to here. With the help of these new changes, what Jenkins will do? Jenkins will generate build, and it is generating one new artifact file. మళ్ళీ ఒక war file వస్తుంది మనకి. New war file. This is the new war file. With the help of these new changes. With the help of these new changes. That's it. Now what we are going to do? We are
మనం
going to
ఒక ఫైల్
deploy this
అప్డేట్
new.
అప్డేట్ చేసినప్పుడు
Sorry.
అప్డేట్ చేస్తే అప్డేట్
Yes,
చేస్తాం కదా సార్ ఆ ఫైల్స్
update చేసాను. Yes, sir. If any new if ఇక్కడ ఏం చేశారు వీళ్ళు, ఏదో సమ్ ఫైల్స్ ని మూవ్ చేశారు. సో జస్ట్ అజ్యూమ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ అ ఓల్డ్ వార్ ఫైల్. సో దీస్ చేంజెస్ అవైలబుల్ హియర్.
ఎస్ సార్
ఇక్కడ ఉంటుందా ఉండదా ఈ చేంజెస్ అనేది? ఇది ఓల్డ్ ఫైల్ అనుకుందాం, ఇది 10 o'clock అనుకుందాం, ఇది వచ్చి ఒక 12 o'clock అనుకుందాం. సో ఇప్పుడు నేను 11 o'clock 12 o'clock ఈ ఫైల్ మూవ్ చేశాను. దిస్ ఈజ్ అ న్యూ చేంజెస్. ఈ చేంజెస్ అనేది ఈ ఫైల్లో ఉంటుందా ఉండదా ఈ వార్ ఫైల్లో? నో.
నోట్ సార్
No, now
ఓల్డ్ వన్
it is generating one new artifact file. In this file we can see these changes. For example, again 3 o'clock he updated some configuration files also. Okay, so he updated also configuration files. He updated config config configuration files. Okay, he updated configuration file. Okay, again he pushed these changes to central repository. What Jenkins will do? Again it will trigger the build. Again it will trigger the build. It is generating one new var file. Now these configuration files related information, it is not available here. Now we got it. This is the old, right? Yes or no?
ఎస్ సార్
Okay, so ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేస్తాము? So in new build, so everything available here, but this is the old. Up to this changes only available here. So if you see here, this is the old build, so we can't see these changes. So like this, every day developer push changes to see several times. Now if you see here, so the C share repository several times in a day or more frequently. So single day we are going to deploy multiple times. We are going to deploy multiple times. Okay, and once build is done, it is generating one artifact file. Now one artifact file. Now clear, guys? Okay. So that is the this is the happening. How it will trigger means like this only. I hope you got it right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the process, and based on this, it will trigger so every changes. This is build the code and test, and we are going to deploy automatically. 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 Now see here, before continuous integration. So there is what is after continuous integration. See, the entire source code was built then tested. But if you we are using Jenkins, right? Every commit made the source code in build and test the project, and developer have wait for the testing. And here every changes automatically one new build will trigger, and developers they can easily test their results and they can check it whether it is passed or. If you go old days, there is no emails. Now we can send emails also. For every build we can send emails also. For every build we can send emails also. So these are the so before continuous integration, after continuous integration. Suppose I don't have any Jenkins server. Just assume here I don't have any Jenkins server, and right. So manually we have to trigger the build. Manually we have to trigger the build. We are generating a var file, and we have to wait, right? Testers and all when we are going to deploy and all. But if you use CI/CD part, automatically it's Jenkins server will take care. No need to do anything manually. No need to do anything manually. And so once the deployment is done, so earlier there is no emails. Now what it will do, Jenkins will send email also whether build will success or build will fail. So that information also automatically will get emails logs. That information also available here. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the some of the main so how it will happening, how it will execute and all. So it is happening like this. Okay. So, okay, so I'm stopping here, and so next class we'll see continuation. I hope now we got some idea, right?